my first week there, I saw probably one of the worst things I ever seen in my life. And this guy got a break. I guess he thought he could make it. And he gunned the engine and he popped the clutch and he got out in the middle and it stalled. Bang. Bang. Every single one of them hit that tuck-tuck and started pounding it down in size.
A lot of guys in Vietnam saw some weird things in the jungle.
You didn't have to be in the jungle to see weird things.
Really?
My first week there, I saw probably one of the worst things I ever seen in my life. I was in a 3/4 ton sitting up front. We pulled up to an intersection of a main road. And the 3/4 was right behind a, what do they call it, a Lalo truck or I can't remember what they call them now.
Some type of an indigenous vehicle?
Yeah, it was like a motorcycle with seats in the back for up to 6 people.
Like a tuk-tuk or something?
Tuk-tuk, yeah.
Okay.
That's what they call them, tuk-tuk. And it was a woman and a small boy in the back, and the driver revving his engine. And it was a convoy of trucks going through. And the convoy were all low boys with tanks on them and APCs and, heavy equipment. And they're blowing through this intersection, one behind the other. And sometimes there was a break. But the convoy kept going. And this guy got a break. I guess he thought he could make it. And he gunned the engine and he popped the clutch and he got out in the middle and it stalled. Bang. The next convoy truck hit him hard, spun him around, and the back wheels of the trailer went over him. And then every truck behind that, bang, bang. Every single one of them hit that tuck-tuck and started pounding it down in size. Man. To the point you could not see the difference between the metal and the bodies. It was just like a big spongy mess in the middle of the road. No stops. Nobody, the convoy just kept blowing through there. And I've always thought, so they just didn't show up at home. Nobody could have known who they were.
Yeah.
But nobody stopped. Nobody gave a shit. They just...
Like bang, it was nothing.
A bang. That was nothing. And I can't get that out of my head. That was my introduction to Southeast Asia. That and little kids. Innocent kids. Since then, it's kind of interesting. I probably wouldn't do a thing for an adult in trouble. Okay. But kids and dogs or cats, innocent animals, innocent children are what hurts. That's what drives me crazy. So if I see a child being mistreated or something, it takes a lot of willpower to walk away without pounding somebody into the pavement.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that. But grown adults, I don't give a shit. Hey, you asked for it, you earned it.
Yeah.
You're that stupid. Well,
yeah,
that's life. I've always felt that way ever since my military career. And it's probably unfair. It's probably bad thinking. I don't know. It's just
don't you think that maybe kind of mindset develops as you experience war and see the lengths that humans will go to get what they want, prove a point, egos get involved in
oh yeah,
but even just the war, by traveling around the world, and I mean, you'd had I don't know what you were doing in the Bahamas, but the Bahamas, Vietnam, I mean,
I've been all over
You
the
start
world.
to see humanity
Yeah.
for what it is.
Yeah, I think so. But I got to tell you that the average human being walking on the street has no control over what the governments do. It's the politicians that start wars.
Yeah. It's
the military. You have to finish them, clean them up, end them, however you want to look at it. I had a dinner with probably five generals, and the rest were colonels, Russian generals and colonels. And of course, they're heavy into the vodka and whatnot. There's a reason for that, by the way. They drink 3 vodkas. Whoever got up and left the room were spies. KGB, FSB, internal security. If they have a third drink, they can't testify in court. So they get up and leave when the third drink's poured. And after they leave, this one thing's get interesting, because they all agreed it's politicians that destroy a country from the inside out. It's never the people that are willing to die for the country. It's politicians. And they dislike politicians almost as much as I do.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, I really do. I just like the idea that somebody can just arbitrarily start a war based on some stupid policies without sitting down and talking about it or talking it out. It's corrupt. Because the people they represent shouldn't be set up for that or subjected to that without the say-so. And I understand government has to do certain things, government has to set certain policies, all that kind of crap. But it's usually for the good of the big companies, economy, money, power, and it degrades into worse stuff.
You know, it took me a long time to come to that conclusion and realization, and
it's hard to get there.
Yeah.
It really is, because your idealism gets in the way. You want to believe it's better than that. You want to believe that people are smarter than that people are more aware of what the hell is going on. Most people aren't aware. They don't want to be aware. It's like inconvenient. It affects their decision-making at work. It affects their decision-making with regard to their family, their income. Everything goes to security. Secure first, then deal with those issues. But you never get to those issues.
Yeah.
It's always too much else that goes on.
When did you come to that conclusion, Joe?
I came to that conclusion when I got into this special project.
Hey everybody, I'm Shawn Ryan. Click here to subscribe to the Shawn Ryan Show YouTube channel for the hottest and most compelling interviews that you will not see anywhere else. I've also made a playlist of all the previous SRS episodes so they're easy to find. You can find that right here.